Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop. The following is a Lenono sexy card spread lesson. So we shuffle the cards and we're going to think of our first celebrity couple, which is, let's do Camilla and Charles. Okay, so just imagine let's do it from Camilla's point of view. Just say we have Camilla here. She's come for a reading, okay? And she wants to know about her marriage with her husband, Charles. So what we would do is we would say, Camilla, think of Charles, and I'm shuffling the cards for you. And when you feel ready, just say stop, okay? So she'll stop. All right, so what you do is you take the cards and you flip them, right? And you take the first two cards, 1 and 2. So the two first cards are called the filter. They give us a flavor of their relationship, okay? So what do we think about the ring and what do we think about the birds? What are some things that come to mind about their relationship?
I think they've got a kind of a strong alliance actually through that ring.
Yeah.
And somehow the bird to me symbolizes some kind of strength, commitment, maybe just based on law and the fact that they're not just a married couple, but he's the king and therefore they have to stay together.
It's kind of like a contract.
Yeah.
It's almost like a written contract. Yeah. What else do we think about them?
Maybe they're good at communicating.
Good at communicating, yeah. They're committed to communicating. They're communicating about their partnership, about their commitment, yeah. Anything else?
It could be that there's a lot being said about their relationship.
Very good. Media, yeah, a lot being said about their relationship. Good, that's right. And we notice that the Charles card is at the top, but there's nothing in front of him. So we only can take the card behind him, okay? So let's look at the card behind him. What does that card mean in relation to Camilla? What could it mean?
So that's the lily, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting considering he's sick, and he's got fairly severe cancer. So, is there a possibility that the lily's got something to do with ending?
Could
Her
be
needs
ending.
aren't being met because he's looking
His
away.
needs aren't being met because he's looking away. Very good point. Yes, he's looking away from the lily, not towards it. Okay. So perhaps in the past there was something beautiful. Mm-hmm. Could be lily. I always see as healing as well, because it's a little bit of a regal flower, right? But he's turning away from that as well. Okay. So what we need to do is we go back to the deck now. And we look for the woman. Now, in these cards, we don't read upside down. But what we have to do in this case, I'd probably do this. Keep the woman card upright and turn the cards on either side of her. Now, she's got some pretty interesting cards. Yeah. So behind her, she's got the fox. So what is that suggesting about her past with Charles?
Well, they had to be pretty cunning, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Was she being, logical, or was she being emotional?
I think she was pretty clever.
Calculated.
Yeah.
Now, in front of her,
I don't think she had much of a choice, really.
Yeah, she had to maybe survive.
Yeah.
Foxes are survivors.
Yeah.
But what is she looking towards?
Another woman.
Yeah.
Could be another woman, yes. Snake card in Lenono usually could mean another woman. What else could it mean?
Sensuality.
Could be sensuality, because snakes, they're also associated with that too. It could be like shedding old skin if we want it to be really positive. But what are some negative about it? If someone's giving you a cup with a snake in it, betrayal.
Yeah, and deception.
Toxic.
And maybe that thing about royals often not trusting others because of all the intrigue and things
all the stuff that happens. So far there's a commitment and there's a lot of talk and communication. Charles behind him has had something beautiful and healing, but also maybe sorrow as well. Well, he did lose his mother when,
And
you
his
know,
wife.
yeah, and Diana too, yeah. And he's now, because he doesn't have a card in front of him, what could that suggest about his future?
Uncertain.
Uncertain, yeah. Maybe he doesn't have much of a future.
There's a void.
Limited, like no future's written. A void, yeah, that's right, a void. And Camilla's got cunning, but then she's also got some sort of slippery issue here. Okay? So what we can do now is if we want to know more, we go back to the deck that we haven't used. So move out. So what we do is, for example, just say you want to know more about your client, Camilla's husband. What you do is you notice that the card is 14. So you take your deck and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh,
Okay.
Gonski.
Imminent death.
it could
It
be.
looks like he doesn't have a lot longer to live, especially with the lily, because lily means mourning, especially if it's with the cross.
Yeah.
So if he passes away, what's going to happen to Camilla, do you
Yeah,
think?
that's what I was thinking about
Betrayal.
with this. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stories you see in the media about what will happen when he's gone.
Yeah.
So,
She'll probably be
Sidelined.
Sidelined. She won't be relevant anymore.
Can we look more at her? Like
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what we can do is we can look from this card or this card. Which would you like to see?
I'd look at Snake.
Snake.
See all
Okay,
that.
so what we do is, just say you had your client and she's here and you like just told her this news, which is pretty bad. You would say, let's look more. You wouldn't just leave them hanging. Let's see what else is coming. So you go back to your deck that you haven't used and we go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stars. So what could that be saying?
Get back to the media.
Back to the media, yeah. Stars can represent like being out there in the world. Could be that she's finishing her karma, because the stars could be like a karmic cycle. Yeah. Maybe she's going to be free. Like it's almost like she's done her time there and then she's like off out into the universe again.
But if that's negative, if this is a negative future,
Yeah.
and then this is more information about that, I would have imagined that means that maybe the media is going to be really harsh with her, or it's going to be a difficult time.
Yes, yes,
You know?
absolutely. That's very good.
and
Yeah.
focusing on that conflict too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can even go further. We can say what else is going to happen, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that shifts gears into something positive now.
Yeah.
So we could say to Camilla, you know, after he passes away, you are going to have to be cunning and a bit slippery. You may find that there's toxic stuff about you, or people are saying stuff about you that's bad, or you don't have a role anymore. However, it does look like you are going to be free, but there could be media, you know, interest in you. But it seems like you sort of have a fresh start almost.
Yeah.
To me, again, now it's emphasizing like freedom or kind of like healing or liberation. Perhaps she gets to go back to being not that chased by the media, something like that, you know, or you know, like the media absorbing her all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's at a point in her life too, where once you lose your partner, you're kind of looking towards your own mortality maybe. The stars to me kind of have a bit of a vibe about heaven or something like that too.
Yeah, yeah. Heavenly, yeah. It could be release. The stars could represent being free, being let go. Because it's like if you let something go at night time in the night, it goes to the stars. It could be like freedom. There's a sense of that for me too, especially with the clover behind it.
It's
Okay.
interesting too that the more you build the story in one direction, the more this starts to belong maybe on the other side. You know what I mean? So you originally were saying, oh, these two, maybe she's done her time.
Yeah.
And I was like, but if we're looking at, I think
Yeah.
this came on like they feel connected, but the more it goes this way,
Yeah.
the more they feel connected. And these,
Yeah, it's almost like it's different
Chapters,
sentence or
yeah.
chapter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And see, when you're with a client, you'll find that you might find she has to do this chapter first, and then she's going to have this chapter, or you might feel these two joined together.
Yeah.
That's where your intuition kicks in. Like when you're doing the reading with yourself with a client, you'll feel what cards go together. That's the nature of reading cards, you know. So we're learning more the mechanical side of it, and then later you start to feel things and see things. You'll start even to notice things. You'll be like, oh, this makes me feel like this, or whatever it is, you know. Alrighty, well that was Camilla and Charles. Just going to stop that there.